Go and help me. I'm a virgin and I'm thinking of having sex for the first time. Go and help me. I've actually not had sex for a very long time and I'm thinking of going into it after many years. I'm thinking of having this one special night with this one special lady. Go and give me some tips. What should I do? I've been keeping myself for my spouse and to have sex on my wedding night. Go and give me some tips. I don't want to mess things up. I want to be informed. I want to be inspired. I'm here for you. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gwendolyn Halle, a seasoned medical professional. Thank you for joining. If you're a returning subscriber, this is me saying thank you. Thank you for watching, for sharing and commenting. And if you have been watching and commenting and you haven't smashed that subscribe button and turned on that notification bell, please do so. And if you're watching me for the first time, remember to show me extra love and join the family. Remember, I love you, I love you, I love you. We'll be talking about what a man should know before having sex for the first time. Things a man is supposed to know before having sex for the first time. Or things a man is supposed to know. Let's say the man has been off sex for a while and he wants to get back into having sex with this special woman of his life or with his wife. So these 14 tips I wrote down are here to guide you. And the first point is have an open conversation with this lady. Now, talking about sex with your fiance, in most cases it's a taboo. You know, people just want to jump into a marriage or jump into a relationship and have sex and not even prepare their bodies, their mind for it. Now, I'm doing this teaching to help men who have not had sex for a long time or who have never had sex at all, how to prepare for their big day with their gorgeous lady, with their spouse, with the woman of their life. Now, it's important that you take this message with positivity, because not only a woman has to prepare for her first night. And this message or this video is not to promote promiscuity, but is to teach men, first timers, what they are supposed to do or what they are supposed to expect when having sex with their spouse for the first time, or first time sex for men. That's what this video is about. Now, I would want to believe that this lady you're having sex with is the woman you plan on spending the rest of your life with. A woman that you're committed with, you're engaged with. And it's very important that when you're getting to the level when you're about to get married to her, these conversations must come up. And you should discuss about a lot of things. I know most times the man will be shy, but as a man, bring up the conversation. Tell the woman if you're circumcised or if you're uncircumcised. And if she asks you the questions, don't feel a little bit shocked. Explain to her if you have any complications with your genitals. And please don't talk about your ex or any form of intimacy you had with your ex. It's a big turn off. The second thing you have to do is you have to examine your private part. Lay on your back, you take a mirror, examine your private part. Do some studies on your anatomy, the male anatomy and the female anatomy. Know its functions. And while you're having a shower, when there's a little bit of soap on your body, touch your genitalia, examine it for any form of pain, any form of discomfort. And you need to study about the female anatomy. Know what a woman's body is. Know the amount of the openings, the number of openings a woman has. What is this for? What is that for? And study a lot of things. I've not said watch pornography. I said study the female anatomy. It's a must, guys. It's a must. The third thing you have to know is sex is not a must on the first day of your wedding. The night of your wedding is not compulsory. You should have sex when you are comfortable. sex should be consensual. It should be something that both of you agree with. You should be comfortable and confident. You should be okay with it. You should be comfortable with that person. If you are not comfortable doing it, just hold back and maybe cuddle for that first time. Maybe just talk. If you are somebody who is not able to undress in front of your spouse, of your wife at that point, because I believe in that's your wife, then explain to her, maybe try having a shower with her first. Maybe try doing some activities, maybe with your boxers or something. Some people are not comfortable moving half naked or being in a space with a woman. So it's a gradual process. So you shouldn't be forced into having sex. You understand? If your wife doesn't want sex, just cuddle. You have to understand that you are not supposed to force her to have sex with you on the first night. The next point is make sure you look into your hygiene. Yes, very important. A week before that, make sure you have shaved well. Make sure a month before that or 2 months before that, you are using the best antifungal cream or antibacterial cream to take away any form of discoloration, hyperpigmentation that could be caused by bacteria or fungi. Statistics have shown that not all discolorations or dark patches or hyperpigmentations around the male groin or genitalia is due to the concentration of hormones, that's testosterone around that area. Most times it's because of dirt, inhygiene, and it's caused by either ringworm, eczema, dermatitis, and a lot more. So make sure you're checking your area to make sure it's okay. Make sure you have checked your balls and there's no pain. You have shaved. If you have body odor, use limes. You have checked your breath. In fact, you're preparing for that one great night. And the next point is that your wife may not bleed on the first night. If your wife is a virgin, she may bleed and she may not bleed. And if she doesn't bleed, that doesn't mean she's not a virgin. Please. It could just be that her hymen got torn much earlier, maybe due to some activities, some house chores she's doing, maybe a sport she was doing. Remember, everybody is different. Don't allow culture, your tradition, to destroy a good marriage, the foundation of your marriage, or make you push away your wife or your gorgeous lady or your dream spouse because of tradition and culture. The next point is the woman's body is different from a man. Women may take a longer time to have an orgasm, and you need to communicate with her. It is important that you take some time to communicate with the woman about what she needs. That night is not only about you, it's about the woman as well. So take some time out to communicate to her needs and her wants. The next point is be confident with your body. I understand that not every man can be fully nude or naked in front of a woman. Some people find it very difficult even dressing up with a male by them, some men. So be confident. No matter how your body is, be confident. If you lack confidence, it will play on your performance. You will always be assuming that the woman is thinking what you're thinking, or maybe that's not what's on her mind. The next point is if you're having any form of erectile dysfunction, make sure you treat it before you get married. Study about erectile dysfunction, study about the female sexuality, study about vaginal dryness, study about how to boost a woman's sexual function, how to boost a male's sexual function. Be in sync with your masculinity as a man. Study what it means it means for a woman to have low libido, low sex drive, mood swings, how that plays on her, so you can best understand her mood. In addition, you should understand that if she's on her menses, she has a different mood than when she is not. So on that day, she's on her period. If you are into period sex, then that's okay. If you are not into period sex, then you can wait until after her period, then you guys get intimate. The next point is penetration should be gradual. No matter how anxious you are in getting in and having an ejaculation, you should penetrate your spouse gradually. Make sure you start gradually. You may use your fingers gradually to let her get used to. And you should make her get comfortable before you go into full penetration. If you're not able to go into full penetration because your wife is having, let's say, some form of mental breakdown, she's afraid, she's in pain, let's say she's a virgin, that's her first time of having sex as well, you can try going down on her, having oral sex, or stimulating her vulva and her clitoris with the tip of your penis. It's going to help her relax. You have to do everything gradually. And in some cases, you may have an orgasm or you may ejaculate even just by stimulating her vulva and her clitoris with the tip of your penis. That is another form of intimacy and connection with your wife. Remember that sex is not only about what you want, it's also about what your wife wants. You must respect her wishes, and you must also, knowing that respecting your wife's body and her emotions and her state of mind at that time makes the foundation of the marriage even stronger. She, in return, will reciprocate that for you. The first time you have sex with your wife means a lot. It creates a foundation, not only for the foundation of that marriage in other things, but how she's going to see you as a man. If you're all about yourself, she knows you're selfish and you're not really into her that way. But if you are patient, if you are accommodating, if you are gentle, you have built the best foundation you can have with your wife. So your first night with your wife is a very important thing you should not joke with. Remember, sex is not supposed to be painful. So whenever your wife is complaining, oh, it's painful, just stop. And for a man, if you start having pain on your genitals while you're having sex with your wife, then it's a call for concern. It could be a medical problem or it could be a spiritual problem. Whatever you are doing in the first time of having sex with your wife, make sure you're taking it slowly and watch out for penile fractures or penile injuries that may occur. Next point, tell your wife or your fiancé your love language. Things you would like her to do for you that will show her that she loves you, or that will get you aroused, or that will keep you guys connected. This is very important. The next point, don't try to have sex with the lights off on your first night and even nights after that. Deal with the insecurities on the first night. And this is why I said if you don't feel comfortable or confident, you must not have sex on your first night. It's not compulsory. You can just cuddle, kiss, maybe have a shower together, watch a movie, maybe just talk, maybe just kiss, maybe just play with her, do a lot of foreplay, and that will be it. But do all of this with the light on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Leave the light on. And this will lead us to the next point. Understand everything you're supposed to know about foreplay. Read about it. I didn't say watch porn. Read about it. Discuss with your wife what turns her on. And let your wife tell you what turns her on. And you should tell your wife what turns you on. If both of you are virgins, it's fine. There is always room for self-discovery, for discovery. From the first time to the second time to the third time, it gets better. You don't need pornography. You don't need pornography to know how to please your spouse, because it's a journey that is beautiful. When you start it, there are more discoveries. When you start it, oh, we may try this. When you start it, oh, let's do this. It's an adventure. It keeps you guys bonded. But when you start bringing in positions, styles from your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or from an ex-porn video or whatever you saw in a picture into your marriage or into your sex scenes with your spouse, what happens is your expectation is too high, that if it doesn't get If you don't attain it, you get frustrated and begin to think that your spouse is not what you're supposed to have. You don't appreciate the little effort they do, or the little desire, or the little intimacy that you guys get together, or that you guys share together. And the last point is, make sure your wife comes before you do. Look, guys, I know that for the first time a man goes in, he could come very quickly. But do on a regular basis, whether it's the first time, the second time, every time you have sex with your wife, make sure she comes first. There are some women that don't have vaginal orgasm, or they can have vaginal orgasm, but because their husband is not patient enough to understand their body, it leaves them just there. And having orgasm, sex with orgasm for a woman relieves you of a lot of stress. It taps you into your femininity. So I want to encourage every man who is looking forward to this beautiful day, this day with his woman, with his wife, that trust me, you're going to do a great job. You're going to do a great job. Make sure you're calm. Make sure you meditate. Make sure you do it with a woman you love, you cherish. Make sure that if you're not wanting to start having kids, make sure you get emergency contraceptive pills if you don't want to having kids, or you can use condoms if you're into condoms, but get emergency contraceptive pills. It's going to work. It's going to help you guys in case the condom breaks, in case you guys don't remember to wear the condom or anything. So thank you for joining me in today's class. I remain your seasoned medical professional, Gwendolyn Halle.